Hi, I'm Rob Walling. I'm the co-founder of MicroConf. Thanks for taking a few minutes to hang out with me here today. I don't expect this to take too long, maybe 5 or 10 minutes tops, and I really just have two topics that I want to cover with you. The first is to talk a little bit about MicroConf Growth and Starter that were supposed to take place here in Minneapolis in the next month that we've had to postpone until the fall. And the second is a new effort that we're going to do to try to get us all together. If we can't get together in person, we're going to try to get together live via the interwebs. And that's called MicroConf On Air. So the first thing I want to talk about is, this postponement of MicroConf Growth and Starter. Obviously, very difficult decision to make. In retrospect, it was the right decision. At this point, we would have had to postpone MicroConf, and we really appreciate all the support from the community. It's been overwhelming. People have written in and said, "Look, transfer my ticket. We're okay to wait and hear, to wait this out and hear how things are going to go." So our current thinking on that is we're getting some dates for the fall, and we're working on rescheduling that in essence. And we will be in touch as soon as we have information, and and just keep you updated. We still have MicroConf Europe that we're planning in October, and we have our local events that are happening in the late summer, and hopefully all of that is able to go forward. I know there's a lot of stress and anxiety, I think, in the world right now, just kind of in the air, and it feels like we almost need a distraction from that. I think for some of the time, I know we all need to pay attention to the news. We need to be aware of the threat of COVID-19, but I also feel like as a community, like we can come together and and just hang out for a little bit every day. And that's what we want to do. We have this thing called MicroConf On Air that we are throwing together very spur of the moment. Producer Xander and I had a conversation yesterday on the phone, decided to do this. And what we're going to do is we're going to do daily 30-minute live streams at noon Central Time, 5 days a week. With one exception, we're going to try to do an afternoon happy hour. Shout out to John Knox and Leanna Patch for kind of introducing that concept of video happy hours. But we think it's a great idea, and so we're calling it MicroConf On Air. And if it's going to be 30 minutes every day at noon, I would just mark your calendar right now. I'm going to have guests on. I'm going to be doing Q&A. And we're going to be doing like a MicroConf 2019, almost like a video book club thing. It's like a book club, but it's for the MicroConf talk videos from 2019. So for example, next week we're inviting Craig Hewitt of Castos on, and we're going to release his talk from 2019 in Europe, and from MicroConf Europe 2019, and we're going to release his talk the day or two before. We will notify you. You can watch the talk on your own time, and just between you and I use a video speed controller in Chrome, so I can watch stuff at 1.5 or 1.75x. And then we're going to meet live at noon Central Time on, I don't remember what, he's Tuesday or Wednesday next week, and he's going to be available to answer any questions you have for him about his thought process, about his talk, really about anything you might have for Craig. We're going to do the same thing with Ben Orenstein, who spoke at MicroConf Starter, I believe, last year in 2019. Excuse me. And for this week, we're throwing together an all-star panel at the last minute. The only guest we could get on such short notice for tomorrow is yours truly. I have nothing to do, as everybody everybody knows. So I'm pulling myself on here to do Q&A about one of my talks. We're releasing a playlist of all of my MicroConf talks, but we're going to recommend that you watch just one. It's the Beach Towels to Exit, 12 Years to Overnight Success, I believe the title is. And then I will be answering your questions live on air on a live video stream tomorrow at noon. Just checking my notes outline here. Yeah, so if you want to be notified about this, sign up for microconfconnect.com. That's where we will be doing most of the communication. We will send out an email with the schedule, but unless you opt in to daily emails, you won't get daily emails. So feel free to opt in there. You can get daily emails, or microconfconnect.com is the place where the questions will be coming. So if you want the opportunity to ask questions, that's where you're going to want to be. We've had almost 1,200 applicants to get in Connect. We're sending out all the remaining invites today to get people into that group. It's a always on Slack channel, which is great at times like these when we can't be in the same room physically. We can be in the same rooms, virtually, so to speak. So later this week, I'm trying to get Dr. Sherry Walling on just to come on and talk about this pressure and the anxiety that we're all feeling. that the world is going through right now. I mean, it does feel like a crisis. And so we want her to come and just talk to us, answer questions, but also just talk about how to get through this, how to take care of yourself mentally and physically, and how to be present for your family, and also get some work done over these next few weeks. And then I haven't told him yet, but I'm trying to get Mike Tabor on for a happy hour this week, where he and I hopefully can figure out some whiskeys that we share, and each do a little, tasting and kind of talk that through. Again, these are 30 minutes a day at noon Central. It's not a huge time commitment. I don't expect you to make all of them, but if you can make 1 or 2 per week, my hope is that we can, kind of distract you for the time being, and just distract you from the chaos around us, but also bring us all together, because that's really the point of MicroConf, right? It's the community. Community trumps it. And so if we can't, get everybody together for the hallway track of MicroConf, at least we can, can kind of get together virtually a few times a week, and just keep pushing this ball forward. And so we're doing this for the next 2, 3, 4 weeks. We don't really know. I know that I'm kind of at home with kids for the next 3 weeks at least. I guess we'll take it, as it comes from there. This is definitely an MVP. I can almost guarantee you, some days I will show up with a tank top on. I'm just kidding about that. But some days I will tell bad jokes as the stream is failing. Some days a kid's gonna walk in behind me, and that's just gonna happen, and it's real, right? It's real life, and it's what we're all going through right now. So this is very much a minimum viable product, but we wanna get it out there, and we want to, we just wanna hang out with y'all. So yeah, you'll be hearing from, ooh, that was awesome. That's the kind of thing, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I just knocked my own microphone off. Yeah, so again, if you wanna be in the loop, get into MicroConf Connect, follow us on Twitter, we will be talking about it there. And obviously you can click the link in that email if you want a daily email, but frankly, I think the other two are probably a lot easier for you to do. So thanks again for hanging out, and I will see you tomorrow, noon Central.